Morning. Evening. I'm audible.
Yes, Rajesh.
Thank you. So let me share my screen. So do you have any questions in the last session? Anybody have any questions? No questions. Thank you. So today I'll show you how to create a Linux operating system in EC2. Okay. So we have a different Linux servers available in AWS. We have a Amazon Linux, Ubuntu, Red Hat Linux, SUSE Linux. So we have a different type of Linux available. So I will show you how to create Amazon Linux operating system. So please go to any browser, go to aws.amazon.com and click on sign into the console, log in with your account. Go to EC2 service under services. So we have a compute service, select EC2. So right now I'm in North Virginia. So click on instances. Going to create a new instance here. The instance name, NV, North Virginia, AL, Amazon Linux. So the same server I'm going to use for web server. So the below, I'm going to select Amazon machine image. So Amazon Linux. So along with Amazon Linux, we have Ubuntu, Red Hat Linux, SUSE, Debian. So I'm going to select Amazon Linux. So we have a Amazon Linux 2020 AMI. So free tier eligible available. So instance type free tier eligible is available. So now I'm going to create a key pair for Amazon Linux. So click on drop down list. No other Amazon Linux key pair is available. Going to create new NV AL2 Amazon Linux key pair. So there are two types of key pairs available for Linux operating system. One is a PIM, another one is a PPK. So let me explain about what is the difference between PIM and .ppk. If you have a PIM, you can directly connect a Linux operating system by using OpenSSH protocol, Open Secure Shell protocol. In case if you are connecting the Linux machine with a Linux operating system, you can directly use .pim. Example, like you have a Mac operating system, you can use directly .pim key pair file. You can connect Linux operating system. In case if you are using Windows operating system, you can use .ppk key pair file. Mandate is required .ppk. So private password file is required. So how you can connect with your Windows operating system with PPK? So you need to download a separate software name called Putty. With the Putty, you need to use PPK. You need to connect your Linux operating system. This is the general method. So right now I'm using Windows operating system. Okay. I can select directly PPK. I can create a PPK, then I'll connect it. Suppose if you're creating .pem keypair file, so how will you use a .pem file to connect your Linux machine with the help of your Windows machine? Example, first you need to convert the .pem file to PPK, then you can connect. So directly if you're creating a PPK is a very easy step. Just selecting and I can create a keypair. First I'll do .pem file, create a keypair. Okay. See now the creating keypair, the desktop keypairs, North Virginia. I'm going to select here. I'm going to select here. Then I will convert this .pem file to PPK. Then I'll connect to Amazon Linux. So go to network settings. Network settings also default one. I'm going to select the existing default security group and go to storage. As we discussed, the storage will be provided by Elastic Block Storage. We have by default 8 GB will be provided for Amazon Linux. If you want, you can increase, but don't increase the storage size. And you can select the number of instances you're creating. I'm creating only one. Click on launch instances. Go to view all instances. Now instance is creating. Now instance is creating. It will take some time, more than 2 to 3 minutes. So please wait. Do you have any questions? Anybody have any questions? No questions. Thank you. So meanwhile, the mission will be ready. We have already created and downloaded a .pem file on my local system. So how to convert a .pem file to .ppk? .pem file to .ppk. See, North Virginia AL keypad. How I'll be converting this .pem to .ppk? We need to download. There is a software name called Putizian. Putizian. The website name called putizian.com. Go here. Here you need to select download Putizian based on your operating system. I'm on Windows right now. Select Windows. Click on Putizian install. You can select this. We have a different types of operatings and different types of putty files are available. So you can select a putizian.exe 64-bit. So once you download it, you can go to start. Putizian.exe file will be there. You can directly open like this. This is an executable file. You don't want to install on your system. This is executable file. Click on load. Go to keypairs. North Virginia. Go to all file. Select all PEM file. North Virginia AL keypair. Open. Click OK here. Done. So once it is done, and you can click on save private password file. This is private key. Click here and go to the same location. Go to all and select the same name, and you can change the .pem to okay .ppk. So PEM also available, PPK also available. So now successfully we have created .ppk file from .pm. So if you have a Windows machine, you can use .pem. You can directly connect to your Amazon Linux machine. You can directly connect Amazon Linux machine. Next, go to Amazon Web Services EC2 console. Click on refresh. So Amazon Linux machine is successfully created. Click here and you can copy the public IP address. This is a Linux operating system. We should not use MSTSE to connect this machine. So for that reason, you need to use, there's a software name called putty.org. Go to this website, download this file. Once you download this file, you have a file name called putty.exe. Open it and you can paste the IP address. Go to SSH, expand authentication, expand credentials. You can click on private key file authentication, click on browse, go to desktop, where's North Virginia, NV North Virginia AL Amazon Linux Keeper PPK file, open it. Click on open. Now it will ask the username. In case if you have any problem, it will show some error. It will show some error. See, I'm getting some network error. How to troubleshoot this issue? See guys, to understand this concept, let me draw the picture. See here guys. So this concept we have discussed in the last session. EC2 Linux instance. Suppose this is a Linux machine. Okay. So we should not use MSTSC. We should use Putty. Okay. How look like Putty console? Let me show here. This is a Putty console. So what is the IP address of the server? The public IP address we need to copy and you can paste here. Let me take a screenshot for this. Done. This is not the console. Once we connect from this Putty console, okay, what is the port number? 22. So right now in the existing security group, only we have, okay, RDP port number is available. So what we need to allow? We need to allow SSH port number 22 should be allow here. So then only we can connect. Understand? So what is the public IP address of the instance? What is the public IP address of the instance? Okay, now I can go here. Now I'm going to copy it. This is the public IP address of the server, and this is the private IP address of the server. So which one I need to use? I need to use only public IP address of the server. Clear? So now what is the next step is, I'll go to server, go to security group and click on default security group, edit inbound rule, add another rule, SSH. If I select here, automatically selecting the port number 22, I can connect from my IP and click on save rule. Now I can go to Putty SSH, authentication, credentials, click on browse, Northwest Virginia, Amazon Linux, click on open. Now I'll get this security warning, click on accept. What is the username? So how to check the username for the Linux operating system? Right click on the Linux operating system, click connect. So here is a username, Amazon EC2 hyphen user. So I successfully connected my Linux operating system. This is a way you can create and connect the Linux operating system. This is a way you can connect to Linux operating system after creating an EC2 console. Any questions here? Any questions?
Rajesh, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Yeah, you have taken like where you taken the IP address, right? Like public and private.
I clearly mentioned here is a public IP address. So where I taken in AWS console, in EC2 instances, select the instances in details, public and private. I'm taking in this public section.
Okay, got it.
Got it? Okay, good.
Um, um, uh, I do have one question. My name is Paul. Can you can you can we create multiple Linux users to connect to the instance?
Sorry, what is your question?
Can we yeah can we create multiple Linux users to connect to the instance?
Yes, you can connect, not a problem. Because first of all, in by default in this mission, only one user is there. If you create in this server multiple users, you can connect simultaneously. Okay. So first of all, you need to understand Linux operating system thoroughly, Windows operating system thoroughly. So then you can practice. Okay. So
Okay, thank
yesterday
you.
and today I explained that only Windows mission, how to create and how to connect. Today, how to create Linux mission, how to connect. So going forward, I will take a separate sessions for operating system level. Linux operating system, and Windows operating system. Once you watch that particular session, then only you can understand about the complete operating system knowledge. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
example,
I did.
I'll
Yeah.
go to explain operating system like user creations, Active Directory, DNS, DHCP, file share services, okay, web services. These all concept I'm going to explain going forward. Okay.
Okay.
Once you understand that classes, you'll be very familiar with operating system.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah. I did have another question earlier, but I just posted on the chat. Um, can we create a new keypad file if we already have one that is already existing? For example, if someone leave the company, have those we need to change it. Can we create a new one, or can we update the existing one?
Okay. First of all, guys, can you understand the question from Paul? Paul is raised a question in the chat. Can you create a new key pair file if you already have one? Only one operating system, one instance,
Yes.
only one key pair.
Yes.
We cannot
Yes.
create a more than one key pair. That is a golden rule. Okay. Second
Okay.
point is you should not use key pair for to log into the system always. We have a system called Active Directory AD, that's a directory services. With that directory services, we will create user accounts like Paul, Nikhil, Mani, Rajesh, Lokeshwar. So like that different names, whoever working on the project, and they'll create the password. With that users, we'll give the permissions to the particular instances. We will connect that. So here, once we promoted the mission from local system to domain system, which is the users are created in the domain, all the users can log in into the particular server. So here, no key pair. What are the password is created on the domain controller, the same password you can use to log into the system. So only key
Okay.
pair, initial days, initial time, you can create the server, you can log into the server, management purpose. Going forward, once the server is moved to the domain controller member, we should not use key pair. Good question. Any other question?
On my side, I'm good.
Very good. Thank you. Any other questions, guys?
No, sir.
Very good. Thank you.